Yeah, part 2 of what I was just the last video. This is part 2 of it, if you want to say part 2. I listened to the beginning of it and I made some mistakes. First of all, the friend of mine that suggested me not to do songs that might be copyrighted, he's a friend on Twitter, not YouTube. I made that mistake. And yeah, that's one mistake. And I made a couple of mistakes. And I watched the whole video again. But yeah, I do these videos, as I've said before, I do these videos for entertainment. My own entertainment mainly, but also yours. If y'all like what y'all watch, then please like the video. Subscribe, tell your friends. I know I'm not always a creative content creator, but at least I try, because what else is to do, you know? I've always wanted to be in entertainment. This is the best way to entertainment. As a matter of fact, a comedian that I follow, Jamie Kennedy, he made a video on his podcast, which I gotta watch it, by the way. It's talking about how these days it's better to DIY, meaning do it yourself, and not always 100% trust other people in entertainment. Like, you know, not say I mean, you could trust people. Obviously, you need to trust people. But talk about like managers and stuff. I know entertainers all have managers and representation, as I have representation myself in acting, but I haven't been using it, so I might have to. I don't know if I'm gonna still be with representation with them. But anyway, and hopefully next month I'll be representing voiceover wise, because next month I had to push my voiceover demo recording to next month, so be doing that, and hopefully I'll be, you know, on his agency, which I'm pretty sure I will be. But like Jamie Kennedy said, he said that artists these days with all these mediums that we have now, YouTube, podcasts, and all, we could do it ourselves and entertain without having to have representation. And doesn't mean we're gonna be famous. I know that, like I said in another video, they have YouTube famous influencers. I will never be in the influencer range, but at least I could be entertaining, even if it's a point of embarrassing myself, which I've done that before, which I've seen a lot of people do that. They don't realize, I mean, I'm not saying they don't realize they embarrass themselves, but you know, a lot of people. As long as this is how I've come to realize, and I know I still have issues with this, but you gotta be happy with what you do when you're creating something. Even if it's the most silly, outrageous, nonsense thing. If you're happy with it, then it's great. That's what I have to get in my head. If I'm happy with what I made, like the last video, if I'm happy with it, I'm gonna watch it. If I'm happy with it, I'm gonna post it. A lot of the videos I posted lately, and even my, you know, podcast, I posted anyway, even if it sounds ridiculous or looks ridiculous, because I feel more comfortable in my skin, as I say, and then, you know, I'm happy with it. It makes me laugh, and I hope it makes y'all laugh, and I hope y'all entertained by it, like I said in the last video. So yeah, I'm not looking for to be an influencer, but I would like to get up to 100 followers, subscribers on my YouTube channel. That would be nice, if not more. Right now I'm at 33, I think, so I'm hoping to get 100. And like I said in the last video, so does my son, but my son is gonna take a while, like I told him. Yeah. And it's not about the money thing. It's not really about the money. It really isn't. I mean, I wouldn't mind making a couple of bucks off these videos and my SoundCloud. Wait, I check that. Is it 100 from YouTube, or is it 1,000 for YouTube? I think it's 1,000 for YouTube before you can make any money. I think it's 100 for. Is it 100? I know what, I gotta look back at that. I know one of them was 1,000, the other one's 100. I don't know if it's 1,000 for podcasts or 100. Regardless, it's one of the two. Shut up, done forgot. I gotta look that up. Anyway, because honestly, I don't really. I would like to make money off of these, like us, but you know, it is what it is. I just do it for the pure entertainment of it. Speaking of which, I think you'll probably notice I have tattoos. It's a fleur-de-lis. This is a cover-up. I covered up my ex's name. This is my son's initials, my oldest son's initials. I haven't got around to put my youngest son. And this, the year I was born, which I shouldn't tell y'all the year I was born. Y'all didn't see that, right? But it's supposed to be the Chinese symbol for the year I was born. And I have I have some more on my ankles, which I can't show y'all because I'm, like, my phone's connected to my LED light. Shut up. But on my left side, I have my first tattoo, which is the word Trekkie. In my own handwriting, I might point out, because my first tattoo I wanted to do is a word, to see if I could take the needle. That was many years ago, I might point out. Because with my ex, because he had tattoos. The word Trekkie in my handwriting. And then later on, I got a little symbol for Star Trek, because I'm a Star Trek fan, as y'all know. That's on the outside of my left ankle. On the inside of my left ankle, I have the monkeys symbol. Just says the monkeys. The only thing I'm happy with it, but the one mistake I made was I should have got outlined in black. I ended up getting it outlined in red instead of black. So when I first had it, some people was like, is your ankle bleeding? I said, no, it's just a monkey's tattoo because it's red. On the other leg, my right leg, on the inner side of my right leg, I have one of the symbols for Depeche Mode, because I'm a Depeche Mode fan. In the back of it, I have a Duran Duran symbol. Here's the thing with those two. The Depeche Mode symbol is a symbol from their Music for the Masses album. And the one for Duran Duran is from Seven and the Ragged Tiger. They don't have it's just the symbols. So hopefully, you know, it's not wrong to get it. I've been having it for years, so hopefully it's not a big deal with them. And on the outer part of my right ankle, I have a cross that, again, I drew and the tattoo artist copied with my maiden name on top. And then my mom who passed 24 years ago. Was it 24 years ago? It's a long time. She passed in 1997. And then I have my dad and my Aunt Mary, who's still alive. Just like the people that raised me on this ankle. So yeah, that's my tattoos. So let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tattoos. Will I get any more tattoos? I don't know. As you can see, I got them in places where I could hide them with clothes, which is good for when you're acting, because they don't like tattoos. And the only time I had to get makeup cover my tattoos was on an episode of Claws, where they made me wear a dress. They wanted me to wear a dress because it was a political thing, a political scene. And it's like, I have tattoos on my ankles. They had to cover it up. That's the only time I ever had my ankles covered up, my tattoos. I think like I said, the only thing I think I was going to get my youngest son's initials right underneath my oldest son's initials. That's about the only thing we're doing, but not right now, if ever. But I think it would be nice if I did, because I have to have both my sons. Yeah, so let's not talk about this one. So I wanted to give an update on the little mess up on the last video. And I just randomly went into talking about tattoos. If y'all like tattoos, great. I might talk about tattoos on my podcast. That's another good episode to do. I wonder if I could just yank the audio out of this and put it on there. That's gonna be a little tricky. I need professional help on that. Well, anyway, I think I bored y'all enough for this episode. I keep on saying episode. Should I say the YouTube channel is a YouTube episode? I might as well. Alright. I hope y'all enjoyed my little video. Y'all take care.